The top 10 weapons in Warzone with 300 health, the meta has completely changed by this extra health. There are old meta weapons that haven't been used in months and months that are now top tier. Long-range Vanguard weapons took the biggest hit. Without any further introduction, I'm giving you the 10 best weapons and class setups. Number 10 is the LOADOUT, a completely underutilized gun that the top-end players keep on talking about. It has a top 5 close-range time to kill of full auto weapons, but still it is only picked in 0.4% of loadouts. What are you guys doing? It won't be nerfed anytime soon because no one uses it. Great mobility, easy to use, and an elite time to kill. Go unlock it if you haven't already, and throw it on a class with this setup. The two most important attachments on this lap are going to be the rifled barrel and the microflex LED, and I'm going to tell you why. First off, the barrel gives the damage and fire rate a boost, which is what gives this thing the top 5 time to kill up close. The microflex LED is going to be because the iron sights are pretty gross on this weapon. That's the one con to it, but if you throw on the microflex, you're going to have no problem hitting your shots. Then the other attachments are really just geared towards increasing the range, lowering the recoil, and giving the damage per mag a boost. And this thing is just really easy to aim while still giving you a good time to kill and good mobility. Number 9, the XM4, good old reliable. What makes it so good is that it can be used in any situation as a sniper support or a long-range weapon. It has a competitive time to kill in every area while also having good mobility for an assault rifle and manageable recoil. This weapon isn't overpowered by any means, but it feels great and easy to use. Any skill level player can enjoy this weapon with this class setup. So I'm gearing it towards a long-range assault rifle because why? All the Vanguard ones have really bad time to kills out there, and this one is very competitive with the top-end weapons. So we got the Agency Suppressor and the Task Force Barrel, which are both going to increase its range and bullet velocity while lowering the recoil. And of course we got the Axial Arms 3 times, which is the best long-range optic for Cold War weapons. And then we got the 60-round mag and the Field Agent Grip. Number 8, the Type 100, the fastest time to kill SMG at close range. It not only kills faster, it also has a tremendous range of 17 meters. Other subs that drop fools that fast up close usually have an awful range of 10 meters or less. This has an awesome ability to extend the terror it brings. Somehow this gun is only picked in 1% of loadouts, and maybe I can help change that with this class setup. Now I don't build this thing out to have the fastest time to kill, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm really focusing on getting its accuracy to be super prime, because even without the rapid fire barrel, and we put on this Shirashi, I hope that's how you say it, where it increases the bullet velocity and range, what this does is it still gives it one of the top 3 time to kills for an SMG. So we still get the really good time to kill, but now it's super accurate. The recoil booster and 48 round drum are going to be what gets the time to kill up. Now the other attachments are really geared towards your mobility / your accuracy. So mobility is going to be fleet and quick, while the fabric grip is going to help out our hip fire and our sprint to fire times. Subsonic keeps us off the mini-map with the recoil booster, and then we got hand stop, the slate reflector, and the Sakura Type 2 to make this thing super accurate. Number 7, the Bruin. Yep, I said the Bruin. This is better than every Vanguard LMG, including the Brin. This has a faster time to kill than every single assault rifle in Warzone at long range. Yes, every single one. I know it's crazy, but LMGs truly shine with the new 300 health. The Bruin is accurate and it knocks players quickly. Do you need to hear anything else but to give this old meta weapon a try again? If we look at the class setup, we got the Monolithic Suppressor and the Summit Barrel to give us better damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Then we have the Tac Laser because this really helps out our movement stats with ADS. Then we got the VLK because this is the prime long range optic for Modern Warfare weapons. And then the Commando Foregrip to help us with our recoil. Number 6, Milano is back as a sniper support. The change hurt it as a long-range weapon, but helped it out as a sniper support. You get the fantastic mobility of an SMG, the great accuracy of an AR, and the time to kill that will beat most sniper support options that also have range and accuracy. This gives it a sweet hybrid of an AR SMG sniper support feeling with this class setup, where I got the Agency Suppressor just to help out the range and the recoil, as well as giving it pretty good bullet velocity. And then we got the Task Force Barrel because this also will increase our bullet velocity and damage range, but it really helps out our ADS strafe speed. So that's super key in close fights. Then we got the Microflex LED for accuracy, 55 round drum just so we get better damage per mag, and the Field Agent Grip to really make this thing hit home. Number 5, the Farah. This is the fastest time to kill assault rifle at long range in Warzone. 300 health is bringing back so many old meta weapons, that's 3 in a row, and the great thing about the Farah is that the close range TTK matches its long range time to kill. This is why it's so good, and it has exclusively vertical recoil, making it super easy to control, plus a good fire rate making it really forgiving. Now we got the Gru Suppressor and Spetsnaz RPK barrel, which are both going to help with the bullet velocity and the recoils. Now they do both buff the damage range, which isn't useful because the time to kill stays the same as mentioned before, but the bullet velocity and recoil control are super important. The Spetsnaz grip is also going to help us with the vertical recoil. And then we got the 60 round for damage per mag and the axial arms 3 times to get our sights. Number 4, the Owen Gun, the highest KD weapon in Warzone currently while being picked in 4% of loadouts. It's super versatile between being an SMG and a sniper support. This gun reminds me a lot of the Milano, but being a powered up version of it. It has slightly worse movement, but slightly better time to kills while being a sub that can be used over great range. You can't go wrong with this weapon no matter how you use it. Its only downside is the fire rate, and we're going to improve that with this class setup. So this is my SMG version of it, but there's only 2 attachments you need to switch in order to make it a sniper support, and that is going to be switching the recoil booster off into the M1929 silencer, and then switching subsonic into LinkedIn. That way you get the better bullet velocity because you're going to be using this over range a bit more, and you don't show up on the mini-map. The SMG, you got the recoil booster, which is just a 5% boost to the fire rate, as well as its TTK. Now the rest of this is pretty straightforward. As you remember, the movement speed was a little slow on it, so that's why we got the remove stock, acrobatic, and quick. All of those are going to improve the speed of the weapon. Then we have hand stop and polymer, which is really going to help with the accuracy of it. And then the Gawan Shrouded Barrel, what this does is there's normally 3 damage ranges where the last one is a really slow time to kill. But with this barrel, the 3rd damage range doesn't happen, meaning you only get the 2 better time to kills, making it way better. And then we got the M38 Slate 2.5 because you can push the gun down with this optic, and it makes it a lot easier to see in my opinion, but if you prefer, you could use the Slate Reflector. Number 3, the Vanguard PPSH, the second fastest time to kill SMG behind only the Type 100. It has great mobility with an insane fire rate and hip fire spread, making it one of the easiest weapons to use in all of Warzone. This is probably the most busted gun inside of 10 meters and needs to be nerfed, but currently it's the best sub in the game, and it's great to pair with any long-range assault rifle or LMG with this setup. Now there's one caveat I'd like to make. With the barrel, this 230mm one is going to make your hip fire really easy to use, but you can get a better TTK if you use the 140 rapid barrel, but it's definitely a lot harder to control, so I think this is the easy mode way to go. Now the rest of the attachments are going to be geared towards either making the movement better or the hip fire spread better. Now there is one thing I'd like to point out with the magazine. This is usually a preference-based thing between the 8mm Nambu 71 round mag or the Gorenko 71. If you don't go with this one, your damage per mag is going to be horrendous, so I definitely think the Gorenko one is the way to go. And then I have tight grip on here over fleet just because I really think it helps out with the recoil if you're holding down the trigger. Number 2, the Cooper Carbine. Yep, this is still at the top of the Warzone meta, but only as a sniper support because it got hit really hard with its time to kill at long range, which is what kept this gun at number 2. But as a sniper support, it will be the fastest killing assault rifle at close range when you stack on its fire rate attachments, making it a prime sniper support because of its accuracy paired with the time to kill. The Cooper Carbine is still the best sniper support, but not the best overall weapon. Now if we look at the class setup, I actually have 3 of the 4 fire rate attachments stacked onto here with the Cooper custom barrel, the 60 round drum, and the compressed rounds, because this will still give it a 682 millisecond TTK, which will kill faster than most SMGs up close. Not the ones on this list because I only give you the prime subs. Most of the SMGs that people use, such as the MP40 and Wellgun, this thing is still going to kill faster than. If you want to get 22 millisecond faster time to kill, you can throw on the recoil booster, and that'll get you down to 660. And then the rest of the attachments are going to be geared towards movement or accuracy pretty much. The remove stock, fleet, and fabric grip are all going to really help us out with your ADS speed or movement speed, and then the hand stop is just to help us control the recoil a bit. Before we get to number 1, I would love to give an honorable mention to the AMAX. Another old meta weapon that can be brought back into the fold as a sniper support. It has one of the better time to kills for ARs up close while having great range. It also has one of the best time to kills at long range for assault rifles, but it kicks a little bit too much to be able to be used effectively past 60-70 meters, making it perfect to use 50 meters and in as a sniper support. Make sure to stick around after the number 1 weapon to hear what the best loadout is for 300 health Warzone lobbies, and subscribe to make sure you continue to dominate Warzone with the best weapons and loadouts. Number 1, the PKM. It is the best long-range fully automatic weapon currently by a mile. It has a better time to kill than every single assault rifle at long range like the Bruin, but it has a much better range, less recoil, and better movement across the board outside of reload time in comparison to the Bruin. This is what the Bren used to be with 250 health lobbyists, best gun at long range easily. Pair this with one of the SMGs on this list and give it a try so you can fry. And now for the best class setup, we got the monolithic suppressor and extended barrel. These are both going to increase damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. And then this PKM already has elite ADS times for an LMG, but we're going to boost that even more with the TAC laser. Now right now I have on the Corp Combat Holo just because I unlocked the reticle on it, the blue dot, and it took me forever, but you probably want to go with the BLK 3x optic. And then you got the Snatch Grip, which is going to give you better ADS as well as recoil control. The best loadout to run is with the Swiss or Modern Warfare Kar 98 because snipers are still one-shot kills to the head, while every other long-range weapon has had its TTK go up by over a minimum of 100 milliseconds because they take 2, 3, and even 4 more shots to kill, making the ability to one-shot even more valuable. Sniping is the meta, and the Swiss and Modern Warfare Kar 98 are the best snipers. Make sure to pair the sniper support weapons with this Swiss class setup. So I'm going to go over this quickly. We got the GRU and Combat Recon because this is going to get you your max bullet velocity on the Swiss to make it the most hit scan weapon possible, which is why I think it's better than the Kar 98 because it has a better bullet velocity. And then we still are going to improve the ADS with the SWAT 5MW laser and the airborne elastic and the Bruiser Grip. This thing is amazing, and if you want to see some more Warzone content to help you out, click on this video right here. Peace.